Good evening, distinguished Nigerians in Atlanta, Georgia. We are live here in the studio with His Excellency Peter Obi, the man they call Mr. Obedient. And my name is Ann Damisa. I am a journalist, and this interview is for Nigerian media and local CNN here in Atlanta. And today we have the honor of having him right here in Atlanta in a town hall. He's going to be meeting with the people shortly. But before then, we just wanted to ask him a few questions that people are yearning to know his responses to. At this time, I want to welcome you, Your Excellency. How are you doing today?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me.
I know you've been traveling around the world. Are you tired?
Well, that's interesting. Well, I'm okay. I'm doing fine.
You're fine. You look fine.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you well rested during these travels? Are you taking a rest?
The most important thing is I'm doing well. I'm doing what I can, but I'm doing very well.
You're doing very well. Glad to hear that. All right. So let's get into it because I know you have people to meet right now. My first question is going to be what people have been asking me. These questions I'm going to ask you, these are questions that people have been asking that we want to hear from Mr. Peter Obi. What will be your practical steps in improving things, the economy in Nigeria?
Well, if you look at our myriad of problems, despite a number of them, we're going through a very difficult, challenging time. But to prioritize them, the first is to deal with the issue of security. That is the number one job of a government, to secure its people. And now we're going to prioritize to ensure that we provide security of life and property. And we have a detailed, aggressive way to deal with it from day one. Two is to unite the country. The country as it is today are divided along tribal, religious, all sorts of lines which were actually elite conspiracy to continue criminalizing Nigeria. We need to dismantle that. We need to deal with the issue of rule of law. You need to have law and order. Because these are things that you can do. You need to fight corruption. These critical areas are intangible assets we need to dismantle in order to be able to open up the place and start attracting investment from local and foreign investment. You need to deal with these issues. Further, there's other issues you need to deal with. Issue of ensuring that you move the country from consumption to production by investing in critical areas of infrastructure like power.
Awesome. Now that you're talking about from consumption to production, how do you think that's going to help the naira? The naira has fallen terribly. Salaries of workers have been owed. Things have not been the same for a long time. How do you intend to improve the value of naira?
Very simple: production. There's no way to stabilize and improve the value of the currency than you're producing and exporting. It's not something that's very difficult. If you are producing and you're exporting, you stabilize and improve and you also attracting investment, because remember what I said before, if you're able to entrust investment and everything, all this will stabilize. Today Nigeria is not a producing country. If you compare the level of production to the population with the land area, is far below what it should be producing. And a country is measured not by natural resources, but the productive capacity of its citizens, especially the youths. Are used to their unemployed in their productive age without the energies, and that's what they are putting into criminality. So you need to translate it. And to translate it, there's so many areas you need to deal with. You need to deal with the issue of supporting the youth by investing in human capital, ensuring that they are supported to be entrepreneurial. You need to support the micro, small, medium businesses in order to turn around, and you need to support exports.
Awesome. What you're doing today is unprecedented in Nigeria for a presidential candidate to travel around the world, meeting with Nigerians in diaspora. It has never been done. And for this reason, many Nigerians, especially those in diaspora, are really wishing we could just go home and vote, or even vote virtually wherever we are. And this brings me to my question. Previous government have not supported the diaspora voting bill. You have been touring the world speaking to Nigerians. How would you help us, the diasporans, get the diaspora bill passed?
I can tell you this is the last time diasporans will not vote. After 2023, they are the most critical. We talk about brain drain. That means the best we have are outside. And that's why I'm engaging them. I'm not worried. People are worried that they're outside. For me, we're going to revise this from brain drain to brain gain. There will be the next set of investments we're going to get. Because the moment we stabilize, secure, and ensure that things are going well in the country as it should, there will be the first set of investors we're going to. That's what happened all over the world. Whether it's in Asia, whether it's China, India, Vietnam, everywhere. It is also that left at the time of difficulty that came back as investors and helped to attract the new partners they've acquired overseas. And that's what we want to do. And that's why I'm looking for them. I want to do it differently. And we need them because they understand that things are not well. To be able to work with us to dismantle the structures of criminality, the structures of extortion and everything that is in the country today.
Awesome. This brings me to another question that people have been wondering, including me. I listened to your running mates recently a couple of times in interviews, and like some people say, you both are so alive in your values about life. Well, both of you are numbers men. You both are numbers crunchers. Where did you find this great man who is so much like you? Is he your brother? If he wasn't at the time, I would think, okay,
yes, what we did is look at it. Because we want to change what it is there today. When you bring for change, you want to go for a change, you bring new partners. Partners that understand. You don't go and say, I'm a pilot, and you go and look for a co-pilot who is a vehicle driver. You have to find a qualified pilot because you need somebody that can be able to fly the aircraft in case there's a problem. And that's why I look for him. And I believe he's very competent. He's somebody that can do exactly what I'm doing. And we're working as a team. And we will work as a team.
So what is your ultimate goal from this tour, meeting Nigerians? What is your ultimate goal from this?
Is to partner with them in this journey.
Partner with Nigerians in diaspora.
Yeah, partner with Nigerians in diaspora. In this goal of taking back the country and giving it back to Nigerians. Nigeria is a country with vast opportunity. We have huge land space. And we have huge population, energetic population that are young, that you can utilize. These two assets are really found in any country. If you use them effectively, you won't believe it. But when you look at what it is today, they're not productive, and we can deal with it.
Wow, it's been awesome. We don't have much time. I would have loved us to talk more. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We have Nigerians waiting as they are, and they would love to meet you. It's been awesome. We thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.